Hi, my name is Jason with alarmsystemstore.com. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the wiring and programming to connect a DSC power series panel to a IP data BAT unit. So this is the DSC power series PC1616, PC1832, and PC1864. And the IP data BAT units are the BAT Wi-Fi, BAT CDMA, and BAT LTE. It doesn't matter which combination you go with, they're all the same, just slightly different features for each one, of course, but the connections and programming are the same. So if you have not subscribed to our channel already, make sure you do that. The more subscribers we have, the better chance we have of getting the word out on DIY security, and it really helps us out. So let's go ahead and go to the table and we'll get started with the wiring. Alright, so here I have my BAT Wi-Fi in my PC1832. Now just to note, this process again applies for every IP data BAT unit, so the BAT Wi-Fi, BAT LTE, BAT CDMA, and every DSC power series board, 1616, 1832, and 1864. So the first thing you're going to do is take your BAT unit, flip up to the bottom, you'll see these two latches here. And you just want to take a screwdriver and gently pry those open. Doesn't take much force for that. And then lift the front cover right off. So now inside you can see there's a terminal block, 1 through 16, starting at the bottom going up. But it doesn't actually label what each terminal does. So you will need to consult your manual to make sure that you're using the right terminals. Or of course you can watch the video and take notes or pause the video as you do it, whatever you want to do. So I do have a manual here just to show you as well. This is kind of what the wiring diagram looks like. So over here you have your DSC control panel, and it just lists the pertinent terminals here. So red, black, yellow, green, which is your key bus, and ring and tip. And then over here we have BAT Wi-Fi, but again, same, doesn't matter if this is a BAT Wi-Fi or BAT LTE or whatever. And again, it lists green, yellow, negative, positive, ring, tip. And you can follow the lines to see which terminal goes to what. It's pretty easy to follow, but it's kind of a quick explanation. So let's go ahead and start the wiring process here. So I've just got a 4-conductor wire here, red, black, yellow, green, standard alarm wire. And I'm going to go ahead and start on the PC1832 with the key bus. So, starting on the left here, we have red. So I'll take my red wire here, loosen this up, and I do have the system powered down. You will want to make sure that you're powered down before you do any wiring. It is low voltage, so you're not in much danger specifically. But if you do short something, you can damage the equipment. And of course there is, some danger to it. So you will want to unplug it from both the backup battery and the AC before you do this. So I've connected the black wire, the yellow wire, and here's the last one, the green. Okay, so then other end, same colors. We're going to go over to the BAT unit. Now, you will generally want to knock out this little punch here. For the purpose of the video, I'm just going to come in from the side here. So, starting with the red wire, because that's what we started with over here. That's our positive, of course, on the key bus. Positive, negative, and then our two data wires, yellow, green. So if we go back to our wiring diagram, we can see that the positive wire goes to terminal 3. So we'll slide that into terminal 3. Looks like it's tightened down already for some reason, so we'll loosen that up. Put that in terminal 3. Tighten it down, snug. Black is negative, which goes to terminal 4. that. Of course, it's a little easier if you're not holding it up while doing it, but yellow goes to terminal 5. And green will go to terminal 6. Alright, so we got our key bus connection done. And the key bus is primarily for the virtual keypad that the BAT gives you access to. So allows the BAT unit to act like a keypad on your alarm system. So now we need to connect ring and tip for the communications portion. So I'm going to use another 4-conductor wire. You can use a 2-conductor wire. Doesn't make a huge difference. And really you can use whatever colors you want out of this, but you will want to make sure you use the same colors on both ends. So I'm just going to use red and black. I'll fold the other wires out of the way to make sure that I don't accidentally use them. So I just have red and black both ends. And so we need to connect ring and tip. So again, we got ring here. I'm just using red on ring, black on tip. And then we go back to our BAT Wi-Fi. And so we connect ring to ring, which the ring terminal is number 2 here. Which I use red on ring, so red to number 2. And then tip is number 1 here. Alright, so that is all the wiring that's required for this. It's really pretty simple. And of course, since this is a Wi-Fi unit, you don't have to connect with Ethernet, so you can actually place this simply right next to your main panel, so you don't have to run wires through the house or anything if you don't need to. And then one thing I do want to note, we get a common question here. On the sticker here, this is the information that we need from this board. So this is the MAC address. It's a 12-digit hexadecimal, so it's in 6 sets of 2 digits, and they're numbers and letters. And then the CRC. Of course, CRC is labeled, so that's easy to find. But this is the MAC address, this is the CRC, and we do need that to be able to get this activated for you. Alright, so then you would just close this back up. There is a process to connect to Wi-Fi. For the purpose of this video, since we're making it general for everything, I'm not going to go over that, but you will need to connect this to Wi-Fi, or connect through Ethernet to make sure that you have that internet connection to it. So let's go ahead and go to the keypad, and we'll go over the programming steps. Alright, so I just powered the system up. As you can see, the date and time is not set. That's normal. After you shut down, that is not saved, so you'd have to reset that. But you can find that information in the manual or a different video or our quick start guide. We're just going to worry about the programming for the BAT unit here. So now we did the wiring for the telco connection, so it's connected to ring and tip, as well as the key bus. So this is the recommended way to connect the units, and it also involves the least amount of programming. So let's go ahead and go into programming using *8, and then our installer code, which in this case is 5555, which is the default. And then the first section you're going to go to is section 301. Now, as you can see, we have a D followed by a whole bunch of F's. What we're entering here is actually a phone number. It doesn't need to be a real phone number, because we just need the system to dial out as if it's calling a phone, because it's actually going to connect directly to the BAT unit, and the BAT will just capture, it'll answer the phone as if it's a real phone, things like that. So let's just enter a fake number here, 1-555-555-5555. And then you can see we left the D in the front. It automatically will start you right after the D. And then everything else you can leave on F. So once you have that fake phone number entered, it doesn't have to be this one, but that's one I always use, you just push pound. And then the next section is 310. And this is where you're going to enter an account number. Again, it doesn't need to be a real account number, especially if you're not being monitored. You can just enter whatever you want here. I usually enter 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can see there's 2 F's at the end. We'll want to keep those by pushing *66. It'll beep 3 times. If you go into 310 and make changes, enter 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just hit pound, it does not save it, so you do need to enter all 6 digits. And then finally, we need to go to section 350. And by default, it's on 04. We need to change this to 03, which corresponds to contact ID. This is just the format that the report codes are sent in. So we'll enter 0303. It'll beep 3 times, back out. And that's all there is that you need to do. So you can hit pound again. And now the system is fully programmed for the BAT unit, as long as you're using the telco connection. Alright guys, so that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy. Now that is the recommended way. There's a couple other alternative ways you can do it, but this is the simplest, and as long as this is your sole communicator, it's definitely the best way to do it. So if you found this video helpful and you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button for us. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.